Hi there. What I'm going to share with you in this particular training is how you are going to be able to scale your campaigns, to scale them vertically, not just horizontally. We talked about scaling horizontally via your targeting. We talked about horizontally via your lookalike audience. But I want to show you how to take each audience, dive deep vertically into that particular campaign, take each ad set, dive deep into it, each advert, dive deep into it through your campaign breakdown, and be able to find out exactly who is buying, who is taking action, who is subscribing and purchasing, whatever the action is, who is adding your products to carts. Being able to dive in and extract those key factors that you're going to use to optimize your ad and then scale your campaigns from that. So here's how I want to do it. Let's say that we've got this ad set right here. Let's say we've got this whole ad set we're spending $100 per day on. What we want to do is find out what is the age of the people who are buying. These are some of the keys. What age? We want to find out. We also want to find out gender distribution. What else are we supposed to find out? Country? Obviously, if you're running local ads, you already know the country by now. But just in case you're not running local ads, maybe you're running standard targeting interests with a bunch of countries. You want to find out which country is taking action. And you want to know the time zone in the region where we are getting the most purchases, the most leads, okay? The time zone. Another thing to know is your placement. Which placement is making you money? Like which platform is making you money. But since I exclusively run my ads only in Facebook, I don't even like running Instagram except in rare cases. On Facebook, I don't like running all these right-hand sidebar ads. I only run newsfeed ads. I already know the placement platform that is making me money. Anyway, I just mentioned this in case you run your ads in another way, in other platforms. I'll take one ad and break it down to find out which age range is actually taking action. So let's just go down here, over here to my ad center. Let's take this one and then run a quick breakdown. First, we're going to find out which age is actually taking action. All right. You see we've had from 18 to 24. We've got 10 in the results. And 25 to 34, we've got 11 in results. We've got 35 to 44 years of age, and we've got 17. If you look at this, you'll see that most of the action taking place is by people within the age of 35 to 64. So, if we want to scale this ad quickly, what I would do is this. I won't even change anything else. I'm just going to go ahead and take this single advert, duplicate it, give it a name. Let's call this, I think I'll call it 35 to 64. Then let's call it 35 to 64, okay? We're not going to change anything else. I'm going to come down here. I want to target only people who are between the ages of 35 and 64, and I publish. I will get far more results doing this than just optimizing everybody, because right here, I'm getting better opportunities. These guys are taking more action, and I'm getting better opt-in rates than average. I'll just close this. I won't be publishing it. As you can see, most of our conversions happen here. So if I want to, I could just target everybody inside here. The next thing I want to do is come out to this breakdown. I want to change this to gender. This is the one I ideally use a lot. I want to change this to gender. Check this out. Now, if you look at this, this is female, and on female, I've got only 22 leads, and that 22 costs me $1.23 per lead. While for male, I've got 60 leads, and I spent only 66 cents per lead. So obviously, to optimize and scale, I'll scale my advert for male. It's much more profitable for me. Quickly, let me share something else. I've got this age and gender thing. Okay, I can look at this, and from here, 35. Okay, 35. We've got 15. So you know that ad I was working on, I could come here and be like, okay, 35 to 44. We've got 0.74, 0.44. Okay, you see exactly what I need to be scaling for. What I need to be optimizing for is 0.52. Definitely, this is the one I'm scaling, okay? So I'm going to come here, and I'll edit this because that's the one I'm working on. I'm going to change this to min, 35 to 64. This is where I'm going to get my most conversions at the cheapest price, guys. You see what's happening here? This is 1.1 million, but when I set it down to min, this is only 410,000. No problem. But this is where my conversions sit at, and I want you guys to learn that. Very important. You've got to combine the age. So let me show you guys quickly. Let me just circle this up. You want to combine the age and gender. You want to optimize them and scale it. I mean, I totally do scale up without combining these two, but for the best results, we want to combine this, age and gender. Very important. But if you don't want to do that, no big deal, no problem. Just scale only for age and then scale only for gender. But you may get better results combining these two. The next thing that you're going to do to scale up your campaign fast, quickly, let me take you back to the breakdown. I want to check country. Now, country is important when I'm running my campaign. Like I'm targeting a bunch of countries, so I want to check that out all the time. So when you look at this, for example, you come down here, look at the countries. Where am I getting most of my leads from? So definitely I can look at, I'm getting leads from Canada at 58 cents. I'm getting leads again from the United Kingdom, UK at 70 cents. I'm getting them from the US, and it's cheap too. I think the only costly lead here is Australia, and many of the other countries are doing quite well. Look at this because, well, New Zealand is not doing well here, $5.95. See? You want to look at this and you want to cut out what is not doing well, and we've got to take out New Zealand. I may decide to combine this. Let me change this up. I can decide to optimize this way too. Okay, pretty simple. If I want, I can still decide to optimize like this. I can just go there, target age and country, and use that for my scaling, or use gender and country for my scaling, or just go ahead and use age, gender, country. If I feel like New Zealand or United States is performing better for me, I go there. I set my age, I set my gender, and then I cut out all the other countries. Or I could just not even optimize for any of these and only focus on a particular country when I'm scaling. You could definitely have age scale, where you scale only with age. Gender only scale. Then you could have country scale. You could also have age plus gender scale and age plus gender plus country scale. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So you don't want to make it more complex. I don't like complex. A lot of people who go deep always do complex things. Personally, myself, I don't like complex stuff. Next, I'm going to work on placement and platform. But like I said earlier, I run only on Facebook newsfeed ads because I get the best results there. After a lot of tests over time, I've known where my best results come from. So really, I don't make any changes. If you look at this, just look at the Facebook newsfeed. You see, most of my leads are coming from mobile. So I want to make sure my mobile page is on point. It's very important. That's what a lot of people don't know. Most of my leads are coming from mobile. You barely get leads from desktop these days. Everybody's on mobile. Most people are just browsing on their phone or on their tablet. So basically, you want to take a look at that and scale taking that factor into account. But personally, when I look at placement of platform adverts, really not for me. but I just don't do that much. You know, if you want, you can scale down to people who are using mobile devices. That's a cool thing. You can come here. Let me quickly show that to you. You can come down here and you can scale down to device, okay? Let's look at device. So if you come down here, I'm getting more leads on Android smartphones than the iPhone. So if I wanted to optimize for that when I'm scaling, of course this could have been a different ad set that I've been creating. I'm just using one ad set for this demo. This has just been a different ad sets I've been creating here. If you come down here, you'll be able to scale based on the device you want. This is Android, this is iPhone, but I don't think you want to do that. I feel like all mobile leads are equal, except of course if you're promoting an app that works only with Android or an app that works only with iPhone. In that case, it's important. But since I'm getting an equal conversion rate across iPhone and Android phones, there's no point for me to optimize for any particular device in this case. Now, I want to show you the next very important factor. You may not see anybody else teaching you this. I'm going to use a bold marker to circle this because it is very important and I want you to learn it. The time zone. This is very important, guys. It's very important that you learn this. Scaling based on time zone is the most important of all. You have to learn how to scale based on time zones, and I'm going to explain that to you. Let me show you that real quick. Let's go over here to my ad center. Just run in your own ad account's time zone. Don't go with the viewer's time zone. So run it with your ad account's time zone so it's easier for you to optimize. When you look at it, you will see when people are taking action on your campaigns. So let's come down to this one we're using for our example. You can see this is 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I don't want to be wasting money during these times. The opt-in rate is still okay, but I'm not getting much results. Look at this, 9 a.m. We're getting something. 10 a.m. we got something. I mean, it's beginning to get up and improve. 12 p.m. we got one sale. You know this is the afternoon. So if you can notice anything, my conversion rate is getting better in the afternoon. So you look at this. This is 9, 6, 4, 5, 3. So I'm getting better conversion rates toward this mid-afternoon from 1 p.m. all the way down to 6 p.m. I'm getting some kind of better results. But I want you to take a look at this. Take a look at this, guys. This is from 7 p.m. That's when things go haywire. Now, take a look what happens at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Look at what's happening. This one is 7 p.m. all the way down to 11 p.m. So I'm getting my best results from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And my second best results are from this campaign coming from 12 p.m. all the way down to 7 p.m. So let's quickly take a look at this. I mean, it makes sense. This is EST, Eastern Time. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. is typically when people are getting home from work or something. So nothing much is happening with my campaigns. Let's come down to the second campaign. This is for the same thing. If you look at this from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., I'm getting a lot of leads, and then again, lots of leads towards evening time. Almost the same thing across most of these ads. So let's come back here. Let me show you how you can scale. We just saw that our best results are happening from 12 p.m. up. Look at this. We keep getting charged for impressions. You know, whether we like it or not, we're going to keep paying Facebook. They charge us per impression. 93 impressions, 83 impressions, 14 impressions, 49 impressions, 106 impressions. So they're going to keep impressing this ad, and we're going to keep getting billed for it. So why run our ads when it's not the right time? You want to optimize. Let's come down here to edit. Of course, this should be if you have duplicated your ad set and run a totally different ad set by now. And then you come down here to where you set your billing, somewhere here. This is where you set your billing. What you want to do is set it to a lifetime budget, because what I want to teach you now only works with a lifetime budget. Now, we've got a lifetime budget. We can put this thing to any number that we want. How much do you want to spend for this campaign? We know what works for this campaign. We know everything about this campaign. What we want to do now is tell Facebook the exact time that we want to run this campaign, and this is how much we want to spend for it. So we can come down here and say run ads on schedule. You don't want the viewer's time zone. You want to use your ad account time zone because we've got Eastern time. That's what we're tracking with. We want to keep our life simple. We don't want to use the viewer's time zone and mess up the campaign schedule. So this is US. Use this ad account time zone. Of course, we want to save that. So we start scheduling when we want this ad to run. Definitely, we want it to run all day. We want it to run every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But we don't want it to run all the time because we've known when we convert the best. So we want to run our ad only at those times when we convert the best. And this is a brand new duplicate that we're using to scale. So you can use this to either optimize your already existing ad or use it to scale the advert. You know, to spend more and push your brand out there, scale your campaigns and make more sales. So now guys, we already know that our campaign is performing best from 12 p.m. So this is 12 p.m., this is 9 a.m., and this is 10, and this is 11, and so this is 12. So we want to pick up 12. That's the cool thing. You tell Facebook exactly when you want this ad to run. So cool, guys. So now, 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Let's say we don't want this to run around 3 or 4 p.m. We want it to run from 5 p.m. when we'll get a lot of leads from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now you notice that around 6 to 7 p.m. we stop getting leads. So we don't want to run at 7. We want to run from 8, right? So we've got 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and of course 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Okay, this is 7 p.m. here. This is 6 p.m. This is 7 p.m. at the middle, and this is 8 p.m. We want to run from 8 p.m. and then 9 p.m. and then 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. We don't want to run 11 to 12 since it doesn't make any money, and that's because people are already getting ready to go to sleep. Now, if you feel like you're going to run this ad on a Sunday, you just come down here. Now, it doesn't run on a Sunday. If you want to run it on a Sunday, cool. You come here and you feel like, okay, I don't want to run this on a Thursday. Cool. I mean, how easy can this be? I mean, it can't get any easier than that. Scaling your campaign with breakdown analysis. You just go ahead and you launch. But we're not going to launch this. I'm just doing this as a demo for you, and I'm going to be launching my own campaigns later as well. So, I hope you learned something from this using breakdown analysis to launch your campaigns, and I hope you enjoyed it. So go out there, keep crushing it. If you need anything, let me know. And of course, as we discover more things and we learn more things, we will always share that with you. Thanks for joining the VSF program. And of course, when you get results, please share with us. We really want to hear from you. We really want to know your results and tell people that this is helping a lot of people get results. So talk to you soon. Cheers.